Hey everyone, Aaron Brooks with Perfect Postures, and today I wanted to talk about actually a case that we had last week. Um, this woman in particular came in. She didn't really have a diagnosis, but she had this chronic hip glute type of pain, and then she would actually get some episodes where it would actually radiate down into her lateral thigh. So what I thought would be a good idea is to explain to you what I found and what we did in regards to changing our mechanics and our muscle imbalances and how we were able to change what her symptoms were. So when she came in, she had a significant rotation in her pelvis. And when we do this, we palpate landmarks, and that'll indicate, is there a deviation in this plane of motion, or is there deviation in this plane of motion, or is there deviation in this type of plane of motion? And in this case, it was a deviation in what we call a transverse plane. So that means that her left side was twisted forward this way, and it was significant, really significant. So as she twisted there, her upper body actually rotated just a little bit with it as well. Now, what's interesting is usually when there's a particular malalignment, there's going to be a compensation somewhere else in the body, or a series of compensations in the body. And in this case, what she was doing was she actually toed her right foot out. So she actually turned her right foot out, and what she was doing is she was trying to create a wider base of support so she felt more grounded. Now, if you did this as an experiment, if you stood up and you put both feet straight ahead, and you took your pelvis and you actually twisted it this left side forward of the right, like that, you're going to develop tension and possibly pain in the hip area. So if you hold that position and now you turn your right foot out slightly, all of a sudden that tension in your hip is released. So my point here is that because of the rotation, she was toeing out in the right foot to alleviate the tension and to create a wider base of support. So with our corrective exercise routines, we developed a program that was just really designed just to take that rotation out of the pelvis. So that was our first session last week. We'll get feedback obviously from this week or next week when she's scheduled again. So what we'd like to do is show you a corrective exercise that we used to help address that rotation. So again, if any of you have any questions or anything, and you want a specific topic to be talked about, please let us know on our Facebook page. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.